So, imagine it's a Friday night here at USD and you're getting ready to go out. Guys, you're putting on your favorite t-shirt and jeans. Girls, you're putting on your high-waisted shorts and Brandy Melville crop top. You guys pregame with your friends before heading over to Jamaica. Like all USD parties, the party gets rolled before 12. So you make the trek over to Beachcomber. After a few too many drinks, you go next door, get a California burrito from Sarah's, and get an Uber home. With the world spinning, you pass out in your bed. The next morning, you wake up blinding headache, your stomach's somersaulting, but you manage to find $2 in quarters and get a donut from Rose's. So most of you have probably had a night like this and have experienced the consequences of a binge night drinking alcohol. The biochemistry of the human body can be used to explain what happens when you drink. As a bio major with a chem minor, I took a biochem class last semester and learned about the effects of alcohol on the human body. Today, I'm going to share with you what I learned from that class, as well as my research, and use biochemistry to explain what happens when you drink alcohol, why you get a hangover, and how to prevent and cure a hangover. So what are some symptoms of being drunk? Anyone? Symptoms?
Vomiting.
Vomiting. Dizziness.
Honesty.
Okay, good, true. So all of those symptoms are caused by biochemical reactions in the brain and the body. So starting in the brain. Alcohol affects the release of signal molecules called neurotransmitters. In the 2010 article, Beyond Hangovers, Understanding Alcohol's Impact on Your Health, the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism explains that alcohol increases the effects of the inhibitory neurotransmitter GABA, which causes your sluggish movement and slurred speech. These symptoms are exacerbated because alcohol also decreases the excitatory neurotransmitter glutamate. The happy-go-lucky feeling that comes with drinking alcohol comes from an increase in dopamine in the brain's reward center. Alcohol also affects specific parts of the brain. In an article posted on How Stuff Works, Stephanie Watson describes how in the cerebral cortex, alcohol suppresses the behavioral inhibitory centers, making you less inhibited, and perhaps willing to get a spontaneous tattoo or think it's a good idea to drunk text your ex. So, alcohol also slows down your processing of stimuli from the environment and inhibits the thought process. Your stumbling and falling down is caused by alcohol's effects in the cerebellum. Now to the body. In an article from BBC News Online, Professor of Clinical Biochemistry Timothy Peters explains why you feel shaky, dizzy, and tired after drinking. In response to the increased intake of sugar, the body releases insulin to remove that sugar from the blood, resulting in low blood sugar. And this is why we get the drunchies and try to eat everything. And your body craves food to replace that sugar that's being removed. Now that we know why we get drunk, why do we get hangovers? In the article, The Science of a Hangover, from the Brain Bank Science blog, Dr. Elizabeth Granger states that hangovers are caused by alcohol's effects on two organs, the liver and the kidneys. The liver produces a toxic chemical called acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde results in nausea, vomiting, heartburn, and the overall feeling of awfulness that you get with a hangover. In the kidneys, alcohol decreases the release of the anti-diuretic hormone vasopressin, which reduces the reabsorption of water, leading to severe dehydration and electrolyte imbalance, which leads to your headache, thirst, muscle cramps, dizziness, and faintness. Now for the most important part, how do we prevent a hangover at night or cure a hangover in the morning? A review published in Alcohol Health and Research World by Dr. Robert Swift and Dr. Dina Davidson provides the answers. Even though limiting alcohol intake would be the most effective option, there are some alternatives that let you still have some fun. So first is the type of alcohol. Gin and vodka produce fewer toxic compounds during metabolism, which results in a less severe hangover than drinking alcohols like brandy, whiskey, or red wine. And staying hydrated by drinking water in between drinks and before bed also helps to prevent a hangover. Foods high in carbs, like crackers and bread, also counteract a low blood sugar. So even if you wake up with a hangover, you could still fight it. In the article, Hangover Remedies and Prevention, Dr. Anne-Marie Helmenstein reveals that hangover remedies don't have to be crazy concoctions that you see online. Simply eating eggs and drinking milk provide a lot of the vitamins and minerals that your body needs to detoxify. And if you forget to drink water before your hangover comes, you definitely need to drink water to get rid of one. Water rehydrates the body and helps remove the toxins. And even though exercising is the last thing you want to do when you're hungover, it can actually help get rid of one. Exercising raises metabolic rate, which helps clear toxins and delivers oxygen to cells to increase the rate of detoxification. So to conclude, the biochemistry of the human body can explain why we get drunk, why we get hangovers, and how to prevent and cure hangovers. Alcohol affects the release of neurotransmitters and inhibits brain activity, resulting in slurred speech, loss of balance, lowered inhibitions, and slow processing. In the body, alcohol metabolism results in low blood sugar that causes nausea, dizziness, and food cravings. Hangovers are caused by toxins produced by the liver and dehydration caused by the kidneys. You can prevent hangovers by drinking less, drinking certain alcohols, drinking water, and eating carbs. And you can cure hangovers by eating a good breakfast, drinking water, and exercising. So the next time you're down at Mission Beach, go ahead and eat that California burrito, because science says so.